Hi, good morning. I am Martine Peters from the website martinepeters.com, and in this video I'm going to explain a little bit about the Bodyscan because you have purchased the 8-week intensive course Mindfulness. The Bodyscan is a supervised journey through your body. With this you give time to step by step give all parts of your body attention. As you scan your body this way, giving yourself attention, it means being present with your full attention in the here and now. Being present in yourself and in your surroundings. To master this skill, it is helpful to know how your mind works. Therefore, I want to give you a brief explanation to make it easier to practice where you want to be with your attention. You will find yourself often wandering off during an exercise. That is simply what the mind does. The trick is to notice how and when that happens. Thoughts are fleeting and quickly get you away from what you're doing. So commit yourself to accept this without you going into them. You do that by starting to notice when you are stray. It helps if you take distance from the thought that made you stray from the exercise by naming the thought instead of going with the story of the thought. For example, I noticed that the thought about another time, the past, the future, a different place, a plan, or a fantasy does not have to be long ago. I thought it was cold when I came in is already a thought about the past. After the exercise, I have to check my mail is a thought about the future. The most interesting thought is the thought with a judgment. Your mind is busy all day long comparing with previous experiences and puts all the new experiences as it were in a box with earlier experiences. Emotions are linked to these experiences and memories. I'm doing the exercise all wrong again is a thought with a judgment, for example. It easily gets linked by our mind to previous moments where you were reprimanding yourself. The emotions associated with it, such as disappointment, pops up in the moment before you know it. All sorts of similar experiences come to pass. Your disappointment is then enhanced with all these other experiences, and you go into a vicious cycle with that. Your thoughts determine how you feel, which may produce neutral or light feelings. If the feelings are more intense, we call them emotions. Happy, angry, afraid, sad, embarrassed. These emotions have a direct impact on our physical sensations. Therefore, it is interesting to notice that physical sensations put a certain emotion in motion during the exercise. So you learn to discover where your fears tend to nest in your body, where the preferred place of sadness is, and how shame behaves when it stays longer with you. To discover that pleasant emotions produce openness and relaxation in your body, bringing space into your body, and unpleasant emotions make you feel stressed and uncomfortable. Emotions trigger automatic patterns because your mind leaves behind its critical eye. Once it has judged it as something familiar or right or wrong, something to be feared. You could therefore say that sitting in emotions and acting from there limits your freedom of action. Automatic processes are as if it were robotic operations. Therefore, it is good to learn to recognize and name your emotions. You can then make the choice to feel an emotion by bringing attention to these bodily sensations instead of sitting in the emotion. You discover the ability to learn to choose at this time, choosing to consider a thought instead of sitting in the story of your thought, choosing to notice an emotion and its bodily sensations with friendly attention instead of to flee or to fight it. That is what you practice in the Bodyscan. choosing where you are with your attention. This option is the road to your inner freedom, a choice that you can make at any time. So how do you do the body scan? Make sure you are attentive during the exercise, an awakeful mind and a relaxed body. A major pitfall is to float or to go and look for relaxation. If you find yourself doing that, then awake yourself and pick up where you left off with the exercise. It helps if you see the exercise as a time all to yourself, to take care of yourself. Time in which you let the everyday things for what they are and explore your body openly and curiously, so that you can discover and develop your own sources of strength and healing. You take a strong and active role in improving your health at the moment that you exercise. Commit yourself to staying awake and alert during the exercise. Notice everything that occurs and also note what you can't feel. Accept it as it is. Be mild to yourself and let your judgment go. There is no right way to feel in this exercise. We all know the tendency to want things different than what they are in the present. For example, that we don't want pain, anxiety, or tension. Try to let this go. What you perceive and what you feel in the moment is right. Take your place in the here and now. Relaxation is nice, of course, but it is not the purpose of the exercise. Do not worry if there is still tension. Just accept it as it is right now. Allow things to be as they are. Allow yourself to be exactly as you are and have fun with the body scan.